Hi, ever wonder what it's like to work another profession or live in the underworld? Listen to unsuspecting riders give a 10 to 15 minute personal masterclass as I spontaneously interview them as they enter my taxi. I'm your host, Simon Rushton, and this is Taxi Chronicles. Morning. Yes, we're back with another episode, another rider. Today we have a lovely lady. Her name's Sally. You know what that means. It's anonymous time. And she's going to tell us about working in the fashion industry as a buyer and how she got into the industry and what motivates her. So welcome, Sally.
Hello.
Okay. So how did you get into the industry? Tell us your journey and what motivates you.
How I got into the industry was I studied fashion buying at university. I done art history before that, and I just decided to go into fashion, which was actually quite different to being creative because you end up in business, in buying.
Okay.
So I done a 4-year course at uni, and then...
What did you learn throughout that course? Was there anything that you learned that you that was very important, or anything that you wish you learned that wasn't on the course?
I wish they told you back then that it would be a long old slog to where you want to get to in the fashion buying world. It takes a lot of years and a lot of hard work, pretty much because lots of people do want to be in the industry. So yeah, and then
Would that have changed your attitude to doing the job, to doing the degree?
I don't know. I think maybe it would have, just because you never think when you're at university. 10 years later, you'd always imagine yourself at 30 years old, having a lot more power or experience in the industry. So it is you do work long hours and hard work, especially at the beginning of your career, for quite little money, even though you do have a 4-year degree behind you.
Yeah, I suppose that's nowadays the degree is not worth as much as it used to be. And that's most industries. You have to work and clamber your way up like rats in a bucket, really. Okay. What would you say that you learnt that you wish you knew when you started over your whole span of this up till now?
I think I'm not so sure. Mainly, I think uni actually was quite open to. It really did actually set you up for the industry, but being actually in it, I think you learn to blag your way through quite a lot as well. In terms of, you think everything you can learn at uni, but actually there's so much common sense, and you, even now when I get assistants starting, you realise who is ready to be in the fashion buying world and who's not straight away. And I think it takes a real person to keep yourself motivated and get through it. And I think that's what I've learned, is you do it for yourself.
When you speak of, obviously you're senior now and you're mentoring people, based on what you said there, are there skills or are there ways that you can see somebody's not ready but you can get them ready?
I think again it comes down to being really ambitious, really practical, really analytical, and attention to detail. I think I've had many assistants when they just think fashion's fashion, and if you like clothes, that's it. When it's not, you're handling massive pots of cash, you're making big decisions, and every single move you make is a move for the bigger picture and the wider business.
What would you say are the skills that someone needs to be in your position?
I would say The skills you need to be is, God, you need to be very, very organised. You need to be a team player. You need to be a leader. You need to be analytical. And, like I said before, pay huge attention to detail.
Okay, that's good. Well, this is going to be a quick one. What's the name of the degree that you did?
It was actually fashion buying management at University of Westminster.
Okay. Did you do a diploma or anything like that, or what kind of lower qualifications did you do prior to getting onto that degree?
I done a BTEC in art and design.
Okay, so yeah, you're really in the creative industry.
Yeah.
There. Okay.
It is completely different though, because when you go into buying, it is more about report writing, business, presenting, read it like spreadsheets.
You've got to sell it to your superiors.
Yes.
What you want to do. So yeah.
Oh, has it gone off?
No, it's still on. Okay.
Yeah.
But that has happened quite a few times. No, it's gone off. No, it hasn't. It's still on. Did you do a sandwich degree, or did you do it like part-time, or was it just full-time?
It was a sandwich degree where I had a year out in the industry in my third year, and I worked for a smaller company called Surf Dome, and they were a startup, and I really, really loved that. You got to learn how to open up a new business, get new clients, get new brands. It was when online was booming and it was all online. And I was there for 3-4 years, and then I went travelling for 18 months, and then I come back.
Okay.
And then started at ASOS.
Okay, that's good. I'm a firm believer in trying to get work experience prior to doing a degree, then you know whether it's really worth spending all that money. Would you advise people to do that?
Yeah.
Even if it's part-time?
100%. 100% do an internship before you know it, because when you're that young at when you leave school at 15, 16, you go into a course when you go to college of what you believe that you really enjoy doing, but once you're in uni, and you're paying all that money, you are in it. I'm not saying I don't enjoy it all these many years later, it's like a second nature now, but it's one of those things that when you're at uni, you know that this is it.
Okay, all right, that's good. And the last question, thanks for this, is what's the impact you want to have in the world?
The impact would be to work to live, to not live to work.
Okay.
I think try and do something that you do love and that you're passionate about.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot for that. Much appreciated. And we wish you well. We hope you liked that interview. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to get the latest daily episode. Ever considered investing in the continent with the fastest growing economy and population on Earth? The same continent that holds 30% of the world's known natural resources? Then listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories, where you will hear real investors with real stories from around the world share their experience of investing in Africa. We post Monday and Thursday at 10 a.m.